My 28M husband cheated on me, 27F, and I understand why. Can we make this work? I can't believe I'm writing this post, but here I am. My husband, 28M, cheated on me, 27F, after being together for 8 years. We have a 4-year-old and 1-year-old. I know there are no excuses for it. I could never imagined in my life staying with a cheater. But here I am wanting to forgive and try to make this work. I know this is not my fault, but I have not been affectionate at all. There are weeks that go by where we don't even kiss or hug each other. We definitely have been in roommate mode for a while. He 100% of the time is the one that initiates any kinds of intimacy, and I turned him down 9/10. The only reason I have is I just don't feel like it. He came crying to me today confessing he slept with someone 2 weeks ago. Without writing the long story of how it came about, this was a one-night stand situation. He had no prior or past contact with this woman. He is begging to give him a second chance. I really am more upset thinking about losing my family than the act of the cheating itself, which is so crazy to me. Is it even worth it? Can a relationship ever work after this? Y'all need counseling, not Reddit. Get through that together before you make your next step. You're the only one that can make this decision. Get some counseling, cause it seems like you both may need it. In the end, it's really only up to you. Can you trust him? Can you truly let it go and not use it in arguments? Can you look at him and not see him cheating on you again? There are 2 main barriers to staying together after this. Whether you can truly forgive him and whether you can truly trust him again. Only you can answer those questions, but don't assume either will be easy to do. Counseling is a must. You're the only one who can answer that question. But for me, it would be a no. I need someone who can stand by me when things are getting hard. I'd never trust him to be my person again. I would want to start over. Say you move forward with him after this. Are you going to be able to trust him not to do this again if you hit another rough patch? Maybe you were being distant and emotionally cold, but this wasn't your fault. Instead of bringing these issues up to you and trying to work through them, he slept with stranger. Maybe impregnating her or catching a disease. I'll give him a tiny bit of credit for coming clean to you, but that doesn't remotely excuse it. Not wanting to break up your family is an understandable feeling, but it shouldn't come at the expense of your self-worth. If you think you can forgive him, it's going to be a long road, and I'd suggest therapy for you too. Why don't you feel like it? Are you taking care of the kids and doing all of the housework by yourself? If it's not that, it could be a medical issue. Nobody knows if it can work. Some people make it work, and some never recover. If you do push forward, both of you, need to be better at communicating. If it was that bad for him, he should have said something. Even if you're the type to shut someone down, he could have made the attempt and made decisions from there. I, 26 male, am alone in my girlfriend's, 32 female, house. How can I take advantage of the situation? She's working OT, so I swung by her work to grab her keys and meet her at her place when she's off later tonight. I've never been alone at her place before, and I want to make the best of a golden opportunity, but don't know how. She had some dishes in the sink, so I did those. Her bathroom was a mess, so I cleaned it, and I have her bed sheets in the wash now. What can I do while I'm here to really show her I love her? Hide a few cute notes for her to find, clean the floors, have dinner ready? Any other ideas? Too long did not read. What can I do for my girlfriend while she's not home to take some load off her working full-time and managing living alone? Definitely have some food ready for when she gets home. Guaranteed she'll appreciate that gesture as well. Seems like you've already cleaned the place a bit, so maybe cozy it up a bit more? Edit. I want to add, this is the sweetest post I've seen in this subreddit ever, lol. Set up flowers for her. Out of the package, in a vase, trimmed. OMG, I read the title, thinking how this is sued toxic cause you'll be snooping around. Read the description, and I smiled at how sweet and thoughtful your intentions are. Haha. You sound like a real catch. Bake her some cookies or brownies. Even if it is from a mix or pre-made cookie dough, it will literally get you some brownie points. Pay her rent. If you can cook her favorite food, or even just her fav snacks. Cute notes, probably romantic. I, 36 female. Just found out my boyfriend, 32 male, is married. Do I tell the wife? I am a successful mother of 2 children. Divorced for over a year and have been casually dating a man for about 6 months. We don't see each other often because we live about 2 hours apart, but it's just been fun with no pressure. Well, yesterday I searched social media for the first time, dumb that I haven't done this before, and I found out that he's been married for 6 years. Luckily they don't have any children. Of course I am mad and hurt, but I'll get over it because I know my worth. I haven't blocked him yet because I'm not sure how to proceed. Do I tell his wife? I know I'd want to know if I was being cheated on. My only concern is retaliation. I have a very successful, high-profile career. Plus children and a spiteful ex-husband. So I am afraid that if I tell her, my boyfriend, or his wife will seek revenge on me somehow. Even if I did it anonymously, I know it would come back to me. Any advice? Think it through, don't rush to act. I know the wife should know, but don't do anything that will cause you to worry about you and your family. Points you mentioned before: spiteful ex-husband, kids, high-profile job. Don't create an environment for yourself where you're worrying all the time. This will be hugely unpopular, but you don't have to be part of perceived risks to save someone who may not even believe you, or she may even know already. Do what's best for you and remember to get tested for STDs, STIs. You may not be his only girlfriend. Good luck. You got a lot to lose, and with the spiteful ex-husband in the wings, you are right to be concerned about the situation getting out of hand. If he catches wind that you're party to an affair, he could absolutely use that info to hurt you socially. I think telling her would be the right thing to do. But if you decide to choose your own peace over doing the right thing for a stranger, then I wouldn't blame you. Obviously tell the wife. What kind of retaliation would she enact? You didn't know, you're both victims, and you did nothing illegal. If you do it anonymously, and then claim that you got an anonymous message tipping you off that your boyfriend is married. That will put this whole episode completely behind you. 100% tell the wife. I mean, why wouldn't you? I 28F hate my boyfriend's 31M kinks, and I'm scared it's too late to tell him? My boyfriend and I have been dating for a year, and I consider both of us pretty kinky. We really enjoy BDSM, and we're a great matchup of dominant, him, and submissive, me. Lately, it's become more apparent that he enjoys ball worship a lot and having his ass eaten, also a lot. It went from occasionally to him wanting it almost every time we have sex now. He's the first person I've done those things with, and I've really tried to be open-minded because I'd never want to make him feel bad about it. However, it's not only that I don't enjoy it, but it actually turns me off and sometimes ruins the mood for me entirely, which I then have to try to talk myself back into. It has also occasionally made me pretty withdrawn afterwards and shut down before. I know he notices my mood shifts, and I don't mean to make him feel bad, especially when he doesn't know the reason why. He does so much to pleasure me and never complains. In fact, he always says that it actually turns him on to do those things. Which is why I feel like it's completely unfair to tell him I don't want to, and truly dislike, giving him those things in return. It's also hard to address it now when it's kind of been a part of our relationship from the start. I love this man so much and really wish I could be more okay with it because I want him to be equally satisfied. Is there a way I could tell him this without hurting his feelings? If everyone isn't having a good time, it's not worth the time having. It's not a healthy BDSM relationship if you can't communicate. It's never too late, you can always say no. Yeah, you need to tell him that immediately. Please tell him, and just tell him exactly how you wrote it out here. I'm sure he will be okay. You should have an honest conversation with him when you're not about to have sex and then go from there.